New Orleans City Councilman Jason Williams is under federal investigation for tax returns dating back a decade, according to our partners at the Times-Picayune New Orleans Advocate. And now he's blaming his former tax preparer. Devin Bartolotta has that story.
Elected to city council in 2014 and now running for New Orleans district attorney, Jason Williams is finding himself under the legal microscope. Our partners at the Times-Picayune New Orleans Advocate report Williams is under investigation by the FBI and IRS, who are calling his tax returns into question. Williams is cooperating, telling the paper he's turned over everything, quote, text messages, emails, phone logs, tax filings, QuickBooks.
Yeah, and until the feds show their hand, I don't think we really know the extent of what's going on, and I think there's going to be a lot of questions.
Attorney Craig Murdoch says it's too early to speculate on details as they are slim, but Tuesday, Williams and his wife sued their former tax preparer, Henry Timothy, accusing him of botching tax returns, misrepresenting himself as a CPA, and taking overly aggressive deductions. Murdoch says the lawsuit may protect Williams' rights to sue under the statute of limitations, but it's unclear when the federal investigation, which the paper says has gone on 2 years, might be complete.
If you are investigating a very popular city councilman and someone who's going to run for the district attorney's office in the Parish of Orleans, you better have all your ducks in a row if you are going to file some sort of criminal prosecution against him.
Williams or Timothy have not been charged with any crime, but political consequences could be just months away. Devin Bartolotta, Eyewitness News.
Councilman Williams has not responded to our request for comment, and attorney for Henry Timothy could not be reached.